Good evening and welcome to tonight's live virtual forum with Gotham City residents and leaders from various city departments. Right now we're dialing out to 30,000 residents of Gotham Council District 2. We'll have District 2 Councilman Harley Dent on the line to get everyone up to speed on the proposed city budget. Then we'll jump right into Q&A. We'll spend most of our hour tonight answering your questions. You may have questions about the budget, ongoing city improvement projects, code compliance, waste management, or the cost of maintaining and illuminating the bat signal. Just press 0 on your phone to submit a question to one of our operators. Then you'll have the opportunity to ask your question live. Or you can let your operator know that you want the moderator to read it instead. We're happy to do that for you. Gotham would also like to keep you updated on the issues that affect you as a city resident. So press 7 to give us your best email address to receive the bi-weekly Dark Knight News e-newsletter. We'll also run a series of polling questions tonight that you can vote on using your phone. So even if you don't have any questions for Q&A, we would love to get your feedback tonight through polling. We're also broadcasting tonight in English, Spanish, and Vietnamese. If you're listening in Spanish or Vietnamese, you can submit questions giving us your email address for updates, and you can also vote in polls, just like those folks in our main English language broadcast. We'll also have a web simulcast and WebEx webinar participants joining us alongside our phone participants, so welcome, no matter how you're joining us for this live forum tonight. Our dial-out is almost finished. Now it's my pleasure to introduce District 2 Council Member Harley Dent to get us started with some updates. Council Member, please go ahead.
Well, thank you so much for having me tonight, and hello to our District 2 residents. We have a lot to discuss tonight, from the expansion of the Purple Line to the renovation of Pinckney Towers and Mayor Nakano's proposed budget. I'll get you up to speed on all of that in these next 5 minutes, then we'll go ahead and jump right into Q&A. We do have leaders from 10 city departments here to answer your questions and make sure you know how to access city services. So thank you again for joining our live forum, and stay tuned through these updates. Now, I'll turn it right back over to our moderator to get us started with Q&A.
Thanks very much for the updates, Councilmember Dent. Next, we'll run our first of 4 polling questions. Then we'll take our first live question from Oswald in Park Row. Here's our first question for you and our listening audience. What is the most concerning issue for you in Gotham City right now? Press 1 if it's the overgrowth of aggressive vines at Isley Gardens. Press 2 if it's crocodiles in the sewers under 14th Avenue. Press 3 if it's laughing gas leaks at Quinn Mall. Press 4 if it's missing guests at Nigma's Escape Room. And press 5 if it's campaign finance violations by Falcone Enterprises. Again, what's the most concerning issue for you in Gotham City right now? Press 1 for the overgrowth of aggressive vines at Isley Gardens, 2 for crocodiles in the sewers under 14th, 3 for laughing gas leaks at Quinn Mall, 4 for missing guests at Nigma's Escape Room, and 5, campaign finance violations by Falcone Enterprises. We appreciate your feedback and thanks for voting in our poll. We'll have a few more throughout the hour-long forum tonight, and we do want to remind you here that if you'd like to submit a question for Q&A, you can press 0. You can also press 7 to get Gotham's bi-weekly e-newsletter. Next up, we are going to take our first live question, and it's going to come to us from Oswald in Park Row. Oswald, thanks so much for joining us. What's your question for our forum tonight?
Good evening. Thank you for taking my call. My neighbor has noisy tea parties in his backyard at all hours of the night, and there's an enormous mind control tower on top of his house. How do I report a noise violation? And also, is that 100-foot high tower a code violation? And if so, how would I report that?
Well, thank you so much. Appreciate that question, Oswald, and thank you for joining us tonight. First up, we'll go to Commissioner Gordon to talk about making noise complaints that violate city code, and then we'll hear from Dick Grayson with code compliance to talk about how to report code violations using the Gotham Clue Master app.